Good afternoon, good evening, family. Welcome, welcome to the Mental House with me, your host, Khadija. It was really interesting. I was having a conversation. Sometimes we don't really um, realize how far we've come in our recovery. So let me first and foremost say congratulations to anybody that has found their way to this channel and know that we try to talk about the stuff uh, that's real important on a human level, raising your vibration. Not saying that other things are less important, but I contend that if you don't fix your stinking thinking, nothing else matters. And once you fix your stinking thinking, everything will fall into place. So I know there's a lot of you that don't agree with that, but that's just the way I feel. Um, so as you know, the last 3 years has been a process for me. Coming up in August, it will be again 3 years that I resolved my relationship with a borderline personality disorder partner. And with that being said, I found out a lot about myself during this relationship, from that relationship. So although I can talk about the things that happened in it that were just unacceptable and just insane, I never experienced anything like that. That was still the catalyst for me to find out why would I accept so much craziness in my personal life. Um, because sometimes when you're dealing with yourself, you can have things together in other areas, or in every other area you could be pretty damn sharp. But it comes to your intimate relationships and your interpersonal relationships, and that's when you exhibit all of these symptoms of somebody that has been abused. And that's what was the case with me. I was exemplifying. I was showing up in my relationship as a liar, and these are things that I'm saying unconsciously, things I can say now that I couldn't say then. But I was showing up that way was because I didn't want to be rejected for who I really was. And when you understand the fact that the brain wants to do anything to protect you and your reality, it'll go to a place that may not be truthful, may not be, in your opinion, hurtful at that time, but as time go on, it's extremely damaging. Because one thing I found out in this journey, to be in a relationship with somebody means to relate. And if you're not willing to strip yourself raw in front of that person, there's no sense in being in that situation. To be in a relationship means that you have to trust, and you have to trust without really being attached to the outcome of whatever it is that you're trying to convey. And so I was so used to seeing the outcome, wanting to know what the outcome was, wanting to control the outcome, that the hardest thing for me, and it still is, uh, but I work at it every day, and that is to destroy my ego. Because once you destroy the ego, you'll begin to see things in life a little bit more clearly. You'll be able to use a little bit more discernment, and more wisdom kind of takes over your your personal being. So you might want to know why I'm saying this, and because I thought of a situation where I was involved with a situation, because I had really resolved myself at this age. Although it would be nice to have companionship, there was such a, you know, a resolve in me that I was going to always attract these narcissistic type of people, which in turn put some resistance in me. But at the same time, no man is an island. So, but I really didn't want to trust myself. And so for 3 years, you know, I haven't dated anyone. I haven't been involved in any type of relationship. But what was amazing to me is that I saw growth in myself when, you know, there was an old friend that I ran into, and this person, you know, probably under any other circumstances, I probably would have been drawn to um, the behavior. But what happened was we began talking. I knew this person maybe 20, 30 years ago. And we just talking again. And the person began to do all the little crazy stuff that I know that I'd seen before in my previous borderline relationship. And what I mean by that is, you know how they flood you with phone calls first, and you know you can't even pick up your phone without seeing a text, or you can't even check your voicemail without hearing a voicemail. Y'all know how it is when you're involved with one of these toxic types, these cluster B types. They just bomb you, and it's the idolization phase, okay? And then abruptly, as that happens, they stop, and then you don't hear from them for days and days. When they used to call you, maybe I'm just gonna make up something, at 2 and 7 and 9, and you can count on it like clockwork. Then all of a sudden they just disappear, and then they begin to gaslight you as if, well, you know, what do you mean? What, you know, why are you calling? Why are you checking on me? So it becomes a mind fuck, and y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Those of y'all who've experienced these kind of relationships. Um, But what I realized and what I noticed about myself, as soon as I saw that, where the person um, just disappeared, no, no, nothing, no, and then just popped back up as if nothing happened. Um, I thought that that was a clear sign to me and how I was going to handle it. Was because in my past, I probably would have, if I had been talking to somebody and they pulled that, I might have called them back to see, you know, what's going on. Why, you know, why haven't you called me? But I didn't do it to, and it didn't make me want to inquire more. It made me want to get the hell away and say, oh, no, 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 I know this game, and I'm not willing to play it anymore. So for me, that was a breakthrough. I mean, so some of y'all might be like, what? But to me, that was a real milestone and a self-realization in me, that I was able to spot it out. So I have a little bit more confidence now in myself in terms of how I'm looking to deal with people on a one-on-one relationship, if my life should ever come to that. I don't have to feel like I'm always going to attract a narcissist or somebody that is going to take advantage of me emotionally. And even if they do, I will have the wherewithal to set up appropriate boundaries for myself and love myself enough not to accept that kind of craziness, that crazy making behavior. Craziness, as they say. So I just wanted to share that with you this morning, family. So for each and every one of y'all that are going through that, just hang in there. If you're in a situation where you're going no contact, stay no contact. That's the only way that you're going to clear that fog, and that is the fear, obligation, and guilt. Continue to take care of yourself. Don't do like I did. Let the relationship make you gain 100 pounds. that now that you fighting every day to get off, take care of yourself, love yourself, and you'll be okay. All right, all right. See you next time, right here in the mental house. Bye bye.